Hello friends and fans, welcome to A Gato Getaway. If you're new here, I'm Lena. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm very excited. Today is my very first sponsored video. I am so thrilled to be working in this capacity now, in addition with all the other stuff I do, with the lovely designer Puvithel, who runs a shop under the same name. I've worked very closely with her designing Lolita garments for her shop specifically, and doing a lot of collaborative works together, and I'm a huge fan of her work. I own her bags, I own many of her garments, and not just the samples that I helped her design and make and such. I also have the largest collection of crystal heart necklaces and crystal heart jewelry, like items from that specific crystal heart collection outside of her house. Like, I'm the largest independent owner of most of it. And so when I found out that she was going to be releasing a new crystal necklace design that is currently under the working title of the Puvithel Crystal Coffin necklace, I was so thrilled, so excited. Members of her Patreon got to see behind the scenes stuff as it was made and active, and also got to comment and give input if you're a member of the Patreon and on her Discord. And yeah, so as somebody who is very involved with Puvi's shop, I was lucky enough to get an early release of one of the items from that collection, and also see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So today we're going to be talking about the new Crystal Coffin collection that we'll be releasing this weekend. I thought I'd go ahead and do a bit of a comparison for the Coffin series and the Crystal Heart series, and then also do a couple of coordinates inspired by the new design. So let's get into it. So I thought it would make sense to, well, first of all, this is the new design, and I thought it would make sense to compare it directly to its original, not original necessarily, but its counterpart from Puvi's first crystal necklace series release. Here we have the Puvithel Crystal Heart necklace in gunmetal and black. And this is black with a black border as well. I actually own in total, I think 53 or 54 of the necklaces, just the necklaces from the Crystal Heart series. So I have multiple combinations. I also have this with a clear crystal. There are over 100 different combinations of this necklace specifically, but Puvi's been making them for about 5 or 6 years now, I believe. Maybe it's not been that long. My sense of time, especially in, the pandemic era, has skewed greatly. But this one is probably from the second or third release. I've had it for 3 or so years, and it's still in beautiful condition. If you want to know more about these necklaces specifically, I'll put a link to the last update that I did for these, which was, I think, a year or two ago, where I only had about 20 of them, but only. Anyway, and then here we have the new Crystal Coffin necklace, also in gunmetal. One sec, I twisted him up. Okay, so here is the Crystal Coffin necklace, and straight off the bat, there are just a couple of differences to notice and similarities to comment upon. First being, the necklaces are actually the exact same size. So if you own one of Puvi's current Crystal Heart necklaces, you already have an idea of how it'll fit you. But you can see that the gemstone designs actually extend a little bit further back, which I think is a nice addition. And then for when it comes to the Crystal Heart necklace, there are 3 main types of like charm slash connectors on it. There's this little cross-shaped one, there's a teardrop one, and then of course the heart in the center. Now when it comes to the coffin design, it is so much more elaborate, and I'm so excited to see how, there was a lot of work that went into this design. I think it went to 3 or 4 different versions before we came up with this one. It does still incorporate the iconic little cross designs that Puvi has used before. The coffins are, of course, a different shape altogether. And then we have these little bat wings. It's a heart design with a circle on the top and then little bat wings that go around it. I love that element design on the accents here on the side. And then the center uses a similar teardrop in combination with the bat wing in the center and then another teardrop on the top. I love how I got to see behind the scenes, kind of how they went together. The other main difference between this necklace and this one, the heart one, besides the obvious, differences in the design, the gems on this one are the crystal heart are entirely glass. And for the coffin designs, they actually use semi-precious stones for the carved coffin charms that hang from this. So it does have a little bit more weight and heft than the glass ones, although the glass necklaces are still, they're a comfortable weight that rests on your neck. The metals are the same base metals, so if you do have a metal allergy, unfortunately you may want to not wear this pressed up against your skin. But I'm so excited to have like semi-precious stones actually worked into the design and used in the coffin itself. I'd have to, I looked up some of this stuff beforehand, but I don't remember what the stones all are that are used for the different coffins. There are, I think, 5 or 6 colorways that'll be released on Friday for this design. There's only, I think, 20 of each color design that'll be available for public purchase, and then the plan is to do a pre-order in early October that I believe will ship, if not, probably at the beginning of next year with the way production ends up being, and also just to like avoid the shipping holiday. It might ship sooner than that though. It's hard to predict these things currently. So having said all that, I'm going to just make a quick comment right now. If anybody has more detailed questions about the differences between these, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll be happy to, talk more in depth about them, and also perhaps as we go through this video. So now that we've done a side-by-side comparison, let's do a couple of quick coordinates. I'm thinking I'll do at least one more Gothic inspired one, and like goth clothes, generic goth clothes, and then some Gothic Lolita. And we'll see where it goes from there. Maybe a pastel sweet one, a bittersweet coordinate, I don't know. Let's see what I come up with. So, what do you guys think? I'm already obsessed with these necklaces. I only grabbed the obsidian and gunmetal one. I believe that's what the colorway is, or the stone. I'm not 100% sure. I did go ahead and double check to make sure my information was correct, because I don't want to give you guys wrong information. So the listing for these will be going up on Friday, August 26th. It'll be open first to Patreon supporters, as Puvi usually does their releases. It'll be open to $5 and up Patreon supporters starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, for $1 and up Patreon supporters starting at 7:30, and then if there's any stock left over, it will be opening up to the general public at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you're not a Patreon supporter, now might be a cool time to think about that. Otherwise, there will be the pre-order that'll be going up after this release. I don't think at this time Puvi has an official date set, but it is planned for sometime early October, which it'll be perfect for an October release. Although, again, there will be a lead time for production for these. There are 5 colorways in total. There's red and gold. I believe there's black and gold. There's pink, rose gold and opal, and then I think opal and silver. Then, of course, the black and black, and then I think a red and black. Those are but that's 6 colorways. There are only 5. I'm not sure which one of those is an extra, but go ahead and check out Puvi on not just her Patreon, but on Instagram and Facebook as well. You can find her shop simply by searching her name, Puvithel. And yeah, I am obsessed with the series. I don't know that I'm going to get all of the current ones out, but I'm definitely going to be going ahead and getting at least one more colorway when the release launches. There's also going to be matching earrings for this collection in, I believe, black and red, and gunmetal. I'm not 100% sure. If the release does do well, I think Puvi might be adding more colorways. I don't know if she's gonna go crazy like what she has done with the Crystal Heart series, where she's allowed full freedom of customization, where there's over 100 different variations available. But all of that being said, I am obsessed. I'm in love with it. I hope you guys are in love with it too. And I'm so excited to see other people get their Coffin necklaces in soon. With all of that, I hope you enjoyed the very quick, outfits I threw together. Let me know in the comments down below which one's your favorite. And if you do manage to grab one of these necklaces, I'm posting this a few days before the release goes live, but please let me know if you end up getting one. I'm so excited, and maybe we can all twin our crystal coffins together. With that, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day wherever you may be, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!